family. Today we're going to be making chicken feeders, well, for our chicks, and another water feeder. You can check out the video up there of the other water feeder that...
Or is it there? It's one of the two, I can never remember.
There?
Yep, up there.
Of the other water feeder that James made for the chick. But now that we've got 3 chicks, different ages, they're in different pens.
I've never showed how to make it anyway, I just showed it. Okay, so are you doing the feeders first?
Do the feeders first.
Okay, let's get on with it.
So this is just a milk bottle from a pint of milk, and this is going to be turned into a feeder. The feeder we've got now is just a dish, and it just goes everywhere, it just scratches. It's good for them because they scratch, but it's not good for me because I have to clean them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut round here. So this is where they'll peck from, and I'm going to cut where that line is, along there, cut all the way round, flip it upside down, take off a bit of the handle, and then I'm going to tip it upside down, put it in, and then put the chick crumb in, and they'll feed from there then, and hopefully then, with the weight of the chick crumb, they won't knock it over. So what you'll need for this is a sharp blade. So James is actually trusting me with it. I'm not very good at this stuff. I either burn myself or cut myself or do something. Straight my lines are going to be. But these edges will be smoothed off because I don't want to put chicks to hurt themselves. That looks like a child's done it. It's really quite hard to do, to get it straight. Maybe I'll leave that bit to James, because I will end up cutting my fingers off. I'm going to get that bit off now. Now it's annoying me. So this is going to be made into a chick feeder, but also if you click on the link up there, there's also another use you can use milk bottles for. So now it's like I've got 2 of me. Now I'm going to cut round here, hopefully, because I've got the line. It might be a bit straighter than the first attempt I did. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, this is terrible. I'm making the right pigs over this. Right, okay, so I've just cleaned off the edges as best as I can. So the idea is to take the lid off. These also get reused with us. Okay, so this now is going to go in like this. I'm not sure if you can see it. I've got really bad eyesight, so I don't know if you guys can see it. I can't see that far. So when you put the chick crumb in, like this is going to be in the way, this bit here, the handle. So I'm going to cut off just a little bit, but I want to try and keep the top bit to make it into a bit of a hook. So, you know, see if it works anyway. I think it sticks out a little bit, so I'm going to try and go down a little bit more. But I think we might just end up cutting it off. Quite surprised you haven't seen any blood yet. Ah, there we are. I think that works okay. Right, so this milk bottle's got a little lump inside. So when you put it in, the lump actually helps us because it'll push the chick crumb. You know, it's not just flat, it's not just going to stay there, it'll push it, just like a little ramp, and it'll push it either side. So we've got two chicks which hatched. Oh well, they're not even quite a week old yet. So we just thought, now if we cut one this side, that ridge there will actually help push the chick crumb both sides, and rather than just it piling up here, we might as well have the two. So James is going to cut that out. Go back in a sec. Right, so James has cut out another hole for me. Now just put the blue tack there, but it will be hot glued. I just want to show you how it's going to. So chick crumb will go in. And some in there. There's some in there. So as they peck away, more will go down, a bit like the sand timers. You turn it upside down and it'll just keep on pouring it through the hole. Right, I've glued it there and I've glued it there. Camera turned off. Blame the cameraman. Got to turn it on. So now I'm just going to glue along here just to make it a bit more sturdier. For a minute. Now you can see it's about ½ centimetre off the base at the bottom of the milk carton. So the chick crumb can fall through. If you're doing it for like bigger chicks as they grow old and they go up, like at the minute we're using chick crumb, but anything bigger, just move up further. And when the chicks get bigger and they demolish this in seconds, just use a bigger milk carton. If you just use another milk carton, and the rest of the milk carton will get used, it's not going to waste. Whole purpose of the off-grid, using things rather than going into landfill and recycling them. Right, let's try and glue it. We'll just stop them from pooping in it. And then you can just refill it. Feed me, chick crumb.
A bit weird.
So there we are. It's just something simple. It's just temporary. It's not going to last because the chicks are going to grow. They'll go outside then.
Okay, for this chicken water feeder, you're going to need a bottle that's got a flat bottom on it, not the like beveled edges. It needs to be flat. You're going to need a lid or whatever that's the depth you want your water to fill up to. You're going to need a drill or a soldering iron or a screwdriver, something to make holes in the bottle. And you're going to need a glue gun. The only thing you really definitely need tool-wise is a glue gun. You can make holes with pretty much whatever you want. Now, what you need to do is you need to measure how deep the receptacle is against the bottom of the bottle. Once you've done that, you need to make a hole somewhere just below the lip, about let me think, about 5 mil below the where the lip is. And now you want to make one just below that hole, a little bit, about a centimetre away. There you go. So you got your 2 holes, and what this does is it uses surface tension to fill your drinks bottle, to fill your thing up. You can fill this bottle up to the top, and when the water covers the second hole, it will stop coming out, and then when they drink some more, it will then come out, and so on. Next thing you want to do is glue this to the bottom of here. Now, basically, this area here is going to be where they can drink from. So I always like, I'm not going to be putting it in the middle, I'm going to be putting it to the edge so that there's more room, because there's 2 chicks that are going to be drinking from this. There's more room for them to be able to drink at the same time. Push down, making sure there's a good bond between it. Now, so far I haven't had any of these fall apart, but always do the best job you can gluing them in. Now you want to just leave that to cool down and completely harden. Okay, these are really simple to fill up. All you need to do, take off the lid. Now this bit's really important. Cover the holes with your thumb or finger or whatever, but cover the holes. There'll be no surface tension because you have the oh, I'm not covering one of the holes quickly. Oh, there it is. Now mine's already filled right up because I wasn't covering one of the holes, but the second you let go, no water will come out. What's happening is the surface tension is stopping any more water coming out. If I was to take this lid off now, it would all just pour out. One thing you might find is sometimes yours might not come out at all, and if that's the case, all you need to do is just drill a bigger hole. Now let me show you what happens when you remove some of the water. Okay, so now we're going to test it and see if it's working. Now at this stage, do not be too disheartened if it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, just go back, make one of the holes a little bit bigger. If it still doesn't work, make the other one a little bit bigger. And it should take 2 or 3 attempts, and then you should get it right. So I'm not going to cry if this doesn't work properly. There we go. And as you can see, as the water's removed, the bubbles indicate more water's being brought down to it. Let's do it again. Perfect. Okay, so that does not normally work first time. So as I say, don't be disheartened if it doesn't work. Just make the holes a little bigger. Okay, so that's it. As simple as that. One thing I will say to you to do is, if you've got very young chicks, put some gravel in the bottom, like some rocks, and that way they can't drown in the water. It will still fill up like usual. Just make sure that they're not around the holes. And as I say, don't give up when it doesn't work the first time. It often doesn't. You just have to make the holes a little bit bigger. It's about overcoming the water pressure of just the holes, because when they're too small, the water just won't, it will bulge out but won't break through. And it just has to be that fine line between not too small, not too big. But you'll get it. Just make them a little bit smaller each time for a bit. My ones are about 5 mil, I'd say. But it all depends on the size of the bottle as well and how much pressure's there. Please cover it up when you've got the lid off. The second you've got the lid off, there is nothing holding it back, and it will just pour over and you'll make a horrible mess. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.